But of course, our next guest is no stranger to KTV bars and certainly no stranger to the world of Web3 investment. Our next speaker is one of the more prolific investors in Web3 gaming throughout Asia. Today, he is going to share his thoughts on why gaming has introduced so many people into the Web3 ecosystem. Everyone, let us all welcome Mr. Brian Liu of Infinity Ventures Crypto.
Hey guys, how's it going? I have no idea how I'm going to follow up with that performance, but I'm going to give it a try. I hope I don't bore you guys. I like how Peter added the KTV earlier. But today I'm going to talk about why game... Wait, this isn't the latest one. Nate, this is not the latest one. But we're going to give it a try anyway while he fixes it. So today we're going to talk about why gaming is the gateway to adoption. But before that, I'm going to give a little bit some selfless promotion about our fund and talk a little bit about what IVC does. So my name is Brian Liu, and I am the founding partner of Infinity Venture Crypto. We have probably about 7 or 8 crypto investments in the Philippines. I'm also the general partner of Headline Asia, and I'm one of the core members of Sweeper DAO. So, Headline Asia, we are about a $4.3 billion fund, and we span across 4 regions: North America, South America, Europe, and Asia. Headline is a Web2 fund, and we invest in Web2 companies. We also do some Web3, but only equity. IVC is our crypto fund, and we invest in only token projects. So here are some of our select investments that we've done in the Web2 space. As you guys can see, we have done Angkas. George gave the talk a couple days earlier. That is one of our first investments in the Philippines. We also have done investments like MyKuya, Savvy, and a couple logistics companies here in the Philippines. Here are some of our investments that we've done in the crypto space. I'm sure you guys have seen YGG, blockchain space, Breeder DAO, crypto unicorns. These are some of our investments that we've done. And we were the first investors in all these companies. So one thing that we do differently than most of the VCs out there is that we do a lot of venture building. What does venture building mean? So I'll give you guys one example. One thing that we did in the crypto space was IVC was the first investment, YGG was the first investment that IVC did. And I remember speaking to Gabby. When I was talking to Gabby about letting us invest into YGG, and yes, that's correct. I had to beg Gabby to even give us allocation. In the beginning, he kept on saying, why would we give allocation to you guys? We have A16Z, we have all the top crypto companies investing in us, why you? So I made Gabby an offer he couldn't refuse. I said to him, what is your biggest difficulty you have right now? And he told me that it was during COVID, so YGG had a lot of difficulty expanding outside of the Philippines just because he couldn't travel. It was very difficult for him to build a team within other places outside of Philippines. So I offered him what we call venture building. And then so we built YGG SCA. So what we did is we started up offices in places like Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Cambodia. And then we helped build out the YGG ecosystem, where YGG SCA now is, has about 17,000 scholars around Southeast Asia. They're changing the deck. All right. How long is that going to take? Or you guys can just use the old one. I'm okay with it. Just go back to the old one. All right, we're gonna use the old deck, so if I stutter, I'm sorry, because this is an older one that we used to use. So winter is here. We all know it. It's a good time to start building for all you founders out there. So times have changed a lot over the last year. IVC started about a year ago, and the investment landscape when we started and the investment landscape now is completely different. When we were investing in the beginning, we had to beg founders to give us allocation, just like I was begging Gabby at YGG, I had to beg Peter at Blockchain Space, Renz at Breeder DAO. I had to ask them to give me allocation. But now in the bear market, it's more investor friendly where we get to spend time to actually dig into the companies and really look to see if this is a company we want to invest in. So even though 2021 hasn't been the best year for crypto adoption has been growing pretty rapidly. If you can tell right here that 36% of all smart contracts were actually created this year. All right, let's talk about NFTs, digital adoption, and why gaming is the easiest way to enter crypto. So, if you guys look at this, this is NFT adoption by country for the whole world. Philippines is #1. This is something that we found online for 2022. And I think that this is because of Axie Infinity. Because of Axie and Play to Earn, Philippines has the highest NFT adoption by any country. Global adoption, global crypto adoption, Southeast Asia is still at one of the top, it still heads up probably 3 or 4 out of the top 10. And then let's talk about gaming. So, global active gamers over time, right now, we're almost at 3 billion active gamers. So, we're talking about why gaming is the gateway to crypto adoption. And this is proof right here. Because it's so easy for gamers to just integrate into the crypto ecosystem. Right now, we have companies like FunPlus, Come to Us. These are really big Web 2 or freemium game publishers that have decided to jump head into Web 3, where they're actually creating games where they have like Summoner's Arena, where it's generating billions and billions of revenue. And they're porting games like that over into crypto, so users don't even know that they're really using blockchain to play the game. So they're making it very simple. This is the growth of mobile gamers in Asia. This is actually not supposed to be in here. And the gaming landscape is quickly shifting towards Web 3. I talked about it earlier about Come to Us. We talked about it, FunPlus. These are 2 of the largest gaming companies. You also have companies like Zynga. You have the Zynga founder and you have the Zynga poker founder, both leaving Zynga and starting Web 3 companies. You also have Tap Fantasy on the bottom. That is one of the #1 Web 2 games in Vietnam. And they have ported over already into the Web 3. So because we're here at the YGG and Blockchain Space Conference, I want to talk a little bit and give a shout out to all the sub-DAOs that we have in the YGG family. and why we believe guilds are very important to the Web3 gaming world. Now, one example I can talk about is, I'm sure you guys have heard about Thetan Arena. Thetan Arena is one of the more popular Web3 games that came out of Vietnam right after Axie Infinity. And that game was one of the most fun games to play. But because crypto gaming, if you have 2,000, 3,000 players, you're already considered a quite successful game compared to Web 2 where you have hundreds of thousands of players. Thetan Arena, they didn't want to work with any guilds. They refused to work with guilds, refused to give us any assets. So in the end, they had to use bots instead to fill up their games, which made it not fun for the users that were actually playing. So a lot of gamers out there, if you guys work with guilds, we can be your daily active users that you guys can use. We can be your fillers. We can be your grinders within the ecosystem. So the people that are paying and actually playing, or people that are the spenders, will have people to play against. Now, this next page I'm going to show you is the reason why I strongly believe in Web3 games. So, I don't know if you guys know or heard about this game. It's called Game of War. Game of War was the highest earning ARPU game in the history of Apple and Google Play Store. I think the average ARPU for the users were somewhere around $8,000–9,000 US. So about 6–7 years ago, I spent $500,000 US playing this game. It's a lot of money, I know. I also spent thousands of hours onto my account. By the end of it, after I became the first Asian emperor and the youngest emperor in the game, I couldn't sell my account. My account was worthless. All the NFT, or all the resources, gold, all the materials, gems that I had in there were useless. I couldn't use it. So I started thinking, what if I could sell all these materials inside my account? I could have easily recuperated half or even most of what I had in there. And that is a strong reason why Web3 games, I think, will be the future of gaming. Thank you very much. I have to go to my next meeting.
All right. Okay, so thank you so much to you, Brian.